What's up, my dudes? I wanted to make another video of the common beginner and intermediate mistakes that I tend to see. This one being not doing the necessary work to develop and sometimes isolate your chest when trying to develop your bench press. I think this is a result of a lot of phrases that get tossed around, such as like strong triceps, strong bench, mostly centering around the importance of the tricep in the press. Important to distinguish, I'm not trying to downplay the role of the triceps in the bench, but I do think these phrases are somewhat a remnant from the multiply days when your chest was not as nearly as important in the press because you're getting the aid of a suit in the position in which your chest is going to be the most important mover. That being said, for advanced lifters, chasing tricep development is going to be very important because you'll see a lot of stronger guys who have this phenomenal speed off of the chest. They get into mid-range, they need to take over their triceps, and they don't have the requisite speed. That being said, you don't see that same pop off the chest in a lot of beginner lifters because they haven't had that time under the bar to really develop their chest. And so I'm saying that you need to spend more time even isolating or developing your chest as a beginner to get to the point where you really need to hammer your triceps as the #1 priority. I think this manifests in, you'll see your average recreational powerlifter seems to bench less than your average recreational bodybuilder. Again, I think that's a result of the time they've spent overall in hypertrophy, but most of all in chest because they will have that drive off the chest. And greater speed throughout the whole rep. And then when it comes to practical applications and how I'm suggesting to build it, I think there's like kind of 3 phases to that. The first one would be your barbell accessories such as long pauses. High rep with a soft touch pause seems to be very useful. Larson press or feet up bench press paired with either of those or by itself. Spoto is hit or miss seemingly, and training a wide grip bench press, also person to person basis. Next, I would drop into some sort of like dumbbell work is what I'm going to say a lot of more beginner guys would really benefit from. I do a lot of my dumbbell work with a pause or bottom end partials, whether it be dumbbell flat press mostly. A little bit of incline, maybe a little bit of paused overhead I find to be a very useful accessory as well. And then dropping into maybe some sort of isolation in a lot of cases, like any kind of pec fly that you're comfortable with. Well, I know a lot of people can't do dumbbell pec flies comfortably. So even like a cable pec fly, as much of a bro exercise that it is, and shunned a lot of the time, it might have a purpose. And then at the end, I usually have my guys do some sort of motion to run up the volume on their pecs in general, pressing volume a lot more, but it won't, something preferably that won't beat them up further. A lot of the time that will be a push-up for volume or dips if your shoulders can handle it. That's it. Yeah.